Today I want to show you how to customize Teams so that you are getting notifications the way you want and seeing the layout the way that you want. We'll show you a couple of things here that can be really helpful for you to keep Teams effective in helping you see what's going on without interrupting your workflow. So if you go up to the upper right hand corner of your screen, if you click over by your face or by your initials, if you have not uploaded a picture, then you can go right down to Manage Account. And here you've got several options. So you can take a look at privacy. You can set whether or not you want read receipts on your messages. So do you want people to know when you have seen their chat message come through? That's what this little toggle switch is for. You can also set some do not disturb, which is helpful. When you have your status set to do not disturb, what that means is it will not put notifications for Teams up on your screen interrupting you, even if someone does send you a chat message. And it will go ahead and send your internal calls over to voicemail when you're set on do not disturb. But maybe there are a few people in your organization who you want to be able to interrupt you. For them, they get priority access. So you can add people or remove people from your priority access list. It is pretty easy here. You can find some people that you'd want to put on that list and say, yeah, I'm expecting a call from these people, so it's okay if they interrupt me. Or maybe there's a few folks you just want to permanently have on that list. So again, we'll go into Manage Account. Under the General Settings, you will find some options here for the layout of Teams. Maybe you prefer the lighter color scheme. Maybe you prefer higher contrast. You've got several options for the look and feel of your Teams program. You can also set the spacing of your chat messages. Maybe you like to see it more compact. Maybe you like it the normal way. So you've got some options there. Another option we want to make sure is checked for you is this Auto Start Application box. So that means that when you turn on your computer, it will go ahead and open Teams. You don't have to remember to do it. And since you're spending so much of your time and communication efforts inside of Teams, it's great for it to just automatically launch for you. It saves you a step when you turn on your machine. A couple other options here. Notifications. This one I think is important. So when you are going about your day and people are putting messages in Teams or tagging you in posts, how often do you want to get a reminder if you've missed something? So if you haven't checked Teams in a little while and there's stuff out there that's got your name on it and you're waiting, potentially someone's waiting to hear from you, you can set an email so that you get that backup notification in case you miss something. And you can set it to say, hey, every time someone mentions me, I want to get an email about it. Or you can set that to say, once an hour, check and see if anything's happened that I missed. Or maybe you just want it once a day. So there's some options here. Definitely take a look at what works for you in terms of just a safety net in case you do miss something inside of Teams. A couple of other things, your notification style. Do you want to see a message preview? Or do you just want to get the notification that there is a message? Do you want a sound for your notifications or just a visual cue? So there's some options here how you want those set up. So go ahead and take a look at these settings. You really can customize your notifications so that you are getting everything that you need, but filtering out things that you don't. So those features can include chats and calls and even people. So I encourage you, come in, play around with your notification settings and the other settings inside of Teams so that you really customize it to make it work for you. So I would suggest starting with the general, the privacy, and the notifications settings, and then you can build from there. Now, one thing I have mentioned in this video is your status. And your status is the little colored dot that you see by everybody's picture. And so the status is based off of your Outlook calendar. So your Outlook calendar syncs here into Teams. And if you've got things on your calendar, then it's going to show you as busy during those times that you've got things on your calendar. You might also see a notification that says you're out of the office, or you're away, or do not disturb. So there are several options you may see on your coworker statuses as well. So by default, your status is going to follow your calendar, but you can go ahead and manually set your status as well if you'd like. So you can say busy, and it can be as simple as that. You can also set a status message. You can say, in a meeting, back in an hour. And then you can even set an expiration date on that message. So after your meeting is over in an hour, people don't need to get that message anymore. You don't have to remember to come back in here and turn that off if you clear this out. So you can set it up just like that. The key to status is, if you are going to manually set your status, is when you are done with that manual status, you do have to come back and click reset status for it to go back to following your team's calendar. So we'll click reset status now. And so now it's back to following my calendar. So I hope that's helpful as we dig in on customizing Teams for you. Thanks for tuning in.